My curious student asks why we should study art in school.
Hi, teacher. I was just wondering, why do we have to study art in school?
Well, art is an important part of our culture and history. Through studying art, we can learn about the world around us, express ourselves creatively, and develop important skills that are useful in many careers.
I understand that, but I'm not really interested in art. Can I just focus on the subjects that I'm good at?
While it's important to focus on subjects that you're good at, it's also important to have a well-rounded education. Studying art can help you develop skills like problem-solving, critical thinking, and communication, which are useful in many careers, even if you don't end up pursuing a career in the arts.
Okay, but can I just develop those skills through other subjects like math and science?
While math and science are important, they don't necessarily help you develop the same kinds of skills as art. Art requires you to think creatively and outside the box, to experiment and take risks, and to communicate your ideas effectively. These are skills that are essential in many careers, not just in the arts.
I see what you mean, but what if I'm not good at art? Won't it just be a waste of time for me?
It's okay if you're not good at art. The important thing is that you try your best and learn from your mistakes. By practicing and improving your skills, you can develop a greater appreciation for art and the creative process, even if you don't end up pursuing it as a career.
I have another question. How will studying art help me in my future career?
That's a great question. While it may not seem like it at first, studying art can actually help you develop skills that are useful in many careers. For example, art can help you become a better problem solver and critical thinker as you have to make decisions about colors, shapes, and composition when creating art. These skills are essential in fields like science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
That makes sense. What about communication skills? How can art help me develop those?
Art can also help you develop your communication skills. When you create art, you're expressing a message or idea through visual means. Learning how to communicate effectively through art can translate to other areas of your life, like public speaking, writing, and even interpersonal communication.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. What about teamwork? Can art help with that?
Absolutely. Many art projects require collaboration and teamwork. When you work on a group art project, you have to communicate with your teammates, share ideas, and work together to achieve a common goal. These are all valuable skills that are important in many careers.
That's really interesting. I never realized that studying art could be so beneficial. Thanks for explaining it to me.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help you understand why studying art is important. Do you have any other questions?
I have one more question, teacher. Why is it important to study art in schools specifically? Can we just learn about art on our own?
That's a great question, and it's one that many people ask. While it's true that you can learn about art on your own, studying art in schools has several benefits. First, it provides a structured and comprehensive learning experience. In school, you'll have access to a variety of resources like textbooks, art supplies, and feedback from your teacher and peers that you might not have on your own.
I see what you mean, but what about the social aspect of art? Can't we just take art classes outside of school and still get the same benefits?
While taking art classes outside of school can be beneficial, it doesn't offer the same level of social interaction and collaboration that you get in a school setting. In art class, you have the opportunity to work with and learn from your classmates, who may have different perspectives and skills than you do. This can help you grow as an artist and as a person.
That's a good point. I never thought about the social aspect of art before.
Art can also help create a more well-rounded education. Schools aren't just about learning math, science, and history. They're also about learning how to be a well-rounded person. By studying art, you can develop skills like creativity, empathy, and appreciation for beauty, which are important in many aspects of life.
I have one more question, teacher. What's the difference between schools that teach art and those that don't have art classes in their curriculum?
That's a great question. Schools that teach art believe that art is an essential part of a well-rounded education. They recognize that studying art can help students develop creativity, critical thinking skills, and a greater appreciation for the world around them. Schools that don't have art classes in their curriculum may not see the value of art education, or they may not have the resources to offer art classes. Unfortunately, this means that their students may miss out on the many benefits that art education can provide.
That's really unfortunate. Do you think it's important for all schools to have art classes in their curriculum?
Yes, I do. I believe that art is a fundamental part of a well-rounded education, and all students should have access to art classes. Fortunately, there are many organizations and initiatives that are working to make art education more accessible to students, regardless of where they live or go to school.
Teacher, what about the art that's generated by artificial intelligence, AI? Can we benefit from that in schools' art education?
That's an interesting question. AI-generated art is a relatively new field, but it has the potential to revolutionize the way we think about art and creativity. Some people argue that AI-generated art is not real art because it's created by a machine, while others argue that it's just as valid as art created by humans. Regardless of where you stand on the debate, AI-generated art can offer some benefits to schools' art education. For example, it can help students develop an understanding of how technology is changing the world around them and how it can be used to create art. It can also inspire students to think outside the box and explore new forms of artistic expression. Additionally, AI-generated art can help address some of the challenges that schools face in providing art education. For example, schools may not have the resources to provide students with access to a wide variety of art supplies or to bring in professional artists as guest speakers. By using AI-generated art, schools can offer students access to a diverse range of artistic styles and techniques, even if they don't have the resources to provide traditional art education.
That's really cool. I never thought about using AI-generated art in schools before.
Yes, it's an exciting field with a lot of potentials. Of course, it's important to remember that AI-generated art is just one aspect of art education. It's still important for students to have access to traditional art supplies and to learn the fundamentals of art, like composition and color theory.
I understand, but it's good to know that there are new and innovative ways to explore art and creativity.
Absolutely. Remember, the world is constantly changing, and art education needs to evolve to keep up with those changes. By embracing new technologies and exploring new forms of artistic expression, we can help ensure that students receive a comprehensive and well-rounded education that prepares them for success in the 21st century.
That's really good to hear. I hope more schools will start to recognize the importance of art education.
Me too. Remember, art is a way to express yourself and connect with the world around you. By studying art, you can develop skills that are essential for success in many areas of life. I hope that you will continue to explore your passion for art and use it to make a positive impact in the world.
I never thought about it that way. Thanks for explaining it to me, teacher.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help you understand why studying art is important. Remember, art is a way to express yourself and connect with the world around you. Even if you don't pursue a career in the arts, studying art can help you become a more well-rounded and thoughtful person.